In this video, I'm going to bring you through the exact strategy that you can use within 24 hours to completely flip your ad account performance. We've had some clients that were maybe breaking even to losing some money on the front end. We implementing these principles that I'm going to talk about in this videos and these frameworks, and we completely shifted the profitability and ROAS within literally 24 to 72 hours. I'm going to bring you through the exact process, but before we dive in, for the new viewers, I'm Brando from Brandlux Media. We are an e-commerce growth agency specialized in paid advertising, content creation, email marketing, and conversion rate optimization. If you're looking to scale your brand to the next level, you know what to do. You can click down below and book in a call with us. And with no further ado, let's get right into the video. Now, in this video, I'm going to bring you through what most companies are doing, what most brands are doing, and why they're struggling to pretty much increase their ad spend while either maintaining their ROI, their ROAS, and their return on ad spend, or basically also optimizing that in terms of returns. And there's one principle before I move on and rant about our exact strategy and what we're doing to maintain or increase ROAS at scale, right? Which is the thing that matters the most. Is I want to talk about something that many times people don't even remember, and it's that advertising costs are increasing the more we spend and the more we go on in time. So today, if it's costing one day, tomorrow it's going to cost 1.1, 1.2, 1.3. So advertising costs, like, that's the only guaranteed thing that is in the digital marketing space or in any advertising space. With an inflation, competition, market sophistication, whatever it is, advertising costs are going to go up. So what are the things that we can do to make sure that we balance and still have a system where we can still spend and still be profitable, or even increase our ROI up front in the first sale? Now, first of all, before I go into the strategy, I want to also remind you that the businesses that are able to scale and make the most money, have the biggest customer bases, are the customers that have the strongest economics. So they have very strong economics. What does that mean? What does economics mean? It means that typically they're able to scale because customers spend a lot and have and convert at high rates, right? So they have, long story short, translated into ecom, they have very good conversion rates and they have very healthy average order value. So these are pretty much the only things that you can do and work on to make sure that your ROI and your ROAS is actually getting better on the front end, as these advertising costs, as I said before, are increasing over time. So let me show you and we've done this, by the way, like dozens and dozens of times, and it almost works every single time. Of course, it depends from your market and other things that are maybe not in our control, right? But typically it works, and let me bring you through this model. So this is what a typical offer looks like, right? This is just a random company that we're funnel hacking or whatever I just got a landing page from. And so this is, they're selling this product, they have nice features and everything, and then there's obviously the option to add to cart, and this is the offer. It's $60 and it's typically sold for $150. Even if I had to change the price, when I always say, when you're doing a compare at price, like, make sure that the compare at price is also somewhat reasonable. I find it hard to believe that this small device is $150, but that's another argument for another day. Either way, $60, $150. They're doing quite well. So I believe they're a 7-figure company. So their pricing, they probably tested their pricing, and if it's working for them, good for them. But how would I drastically improve this? Even also one other scenario, if you're looking to maybe sell a very similar product to the competition, the one thing that you can do, and you should do, even to just differentiate yourself from the competition, is increase the perceived value of your product. And if you increase the perceived value of your product, what ends up happening is that your conversion rate goes up and your average order value goes up. So let me show you kind of like the diversified version that I personally created, which I know for a fact, based on our experience, can work in a better way and can allow you to have your customers spend more money with you on your store, and of course increase conversion rate. So there's two elements. Let me start with element number one. Number one, I would rather, instead of just selling one solution, I would rather have at least 2 or 3 solutions. Okay, so what we did here is that we added this extra kind of like box and variations, and so basically they can still save for a basic kit, save 14% today. And basically this basic kit is essentially the same exact price. It's like $60, okay? And they save 14% because there's free shipping. There's also another option, which is what you see over here, right? And this is basically this is just a random ass picture because we got this website and then we built these landing pages on gem pages ourselves. So this is just a random picture with random products from like another offer they're promoting. But this is what I would do. So disregard this image. I would just have a complete kit, a full kit where they save 42%. Now, how do we want to position this? As I said before, if we are able Two, really transfer the value of a customer, because remember, one thing to remember always is that it's never like when there's a price objection, the real reason why there's a price objection is because they don't see the value in your product, right? So if your conversion rate is low, it probably means, you know, most people that hop on your store don't actually see the perceived value that your product is offering. So one of the first things that you can do and work on is start increasing the perceived value. How do you increase perceived value? First of all, you increase perceived value by having great statics, great images, great product photography. That is like the basic foundation. The second thing that you can work on, and as we tested and did here, and once again, disregard these images, they have nothing to do with like this over here. These are just like placeholders, right? This is just an example so you understand the concept. But the second thing that you can do is start stacking value and actually creating a bundled solution that doesn't just sell a product or a selection of products, but actually solves the entire problem that the customer has and why they actually clicked on your ad in the first place, right? So this is just, you know, one component of that they can opt in and buy, which is just solving one particular problem. And this is kind of a full stack solution. And guess what? It's only $10 extra, so it's basically a no-brainer. And instead of saving 14%, as you see here, they actually save 42% by just spending $10 extra. Or, you know, once again, this is kind of like we actually looked at the COGS here, and this margin is actually still very healthy. We contacted the suppliers to see if this was even like an offer that could have been, you know, offered to the market. And this actually makes sense, like based on margins and everything. And so what we did is that we added a Korean face mask, a facial serum, a headband. And this, once again, this has never been launched. I'm just showing you what we have done for other clients that has really, really worked well. So this is kind of a demo store or whatever. And so we want to make sure that we do a value stack so they see exactly the value you know, what the shipping fees are worth because they're free, what the facial headband is worth because it's free, facial serum, right? Same thing. And so what ends up happening here is that you will probably have a situation where people spend more because they're spending this extra 10, 20 bucks because they actually see the value in your offering, and they convert at higher rates because they're just a better offer presented in front of them, right? All of these people that are clicking on your ad want to buy a similar product. They just need to decide which company to go to and what makes the most sense for them financially and from a value standpoint, perceived value. And as I say here, I always like to do the Ferrari example. You know, if you had 75K and you had to put it somewhere, would you put it into buying a Ferrari if it was sold for 75K only? The answer is absolutely yes, because what ends up happening is you invest the 75K in the Ferrari, but you know immediately that the next day you could probably sell it for 150, 200, 300, maybe even $1 million, who knows, right? But people invest 75K even if it's, you know, a pretty big investment because they know that the Ferrari is there. Why? Because they see the perceived value. There is perceived value. So you should be doing the same exact thing on your offerings. And this is how you can also just crush your competition. If your competition is doing just this, be it, do something better. Propose bundles, propose solutions. Make sure that people actually see the perceived value, kind of like the Ferrari example. And so what we want to do here is basically offer free gifts. One other thing that we noticed that really, really works well is actually offering, creating this kind of like bundled solution. And within this solution, offer free products. But what free products? You want to offer products that people already want. Like, you know, the Korean face mask, for example, is just like a product that we chose for this example because it's something that went viral. It's going really, really viral. And so what are we doing? We're essentially putting in this Korean face mask for free. And so these are this is why this actually can work and can get you very profitable results. And so by just working on this, what we're doing, as I said before, we're increasing conversion rate, we're increasing average order value, right? Because we're increasing perceived value and we're just presenting a better offer. And because of this, your ROI on the front end is going to be automatically 20, 30, 40, maybe even 50 to 100% better. We've literally shifted, like we've literally seen a huge difference. And once again, this is just an example, but we were able to charge instead of 60 bucks, maybe even 80, 90, $100 by just repurposing the offer. And it completely shifted the profitability of the ad account on the front end. So this is just a quick tutorial. I thought of doing a quick demonstration on what it actually looks like because I always do these diagrams with the boxes, but you know, I actually spent some time building a quick demo so you can see it with your own eyes and how an actual offer should be presented, okay? Let me know if you have any questions about offers, about conversion rate, about average order value. Once again, if you're looking to grow either from an ad spend, media buying, or content creation, email marketing, conversion rate optimization, all these things are things that we do internally at the agency. We have all departments. If you're interested in having a growth partner actually grow with you and not just doing it alone, or maybe even hiring in-house, which can be very difficult, feel feel free to book in a call down below. You will either speak with me or one of my team members. And that's it for this video. Please subscribe. It helps the channel, and give me suggestions for other videos so I come up with new ideas. Okay, that's it for this video, and see you in the next one. Bye.